As announced, this episode is about rider fitness, because body control is unfortunately absolutely essential if we want to ride with fine invisible aids. It is also important for a healthy horse, since we sit, among other places, on crucial back muscles. You can read more about that in Connections in the Horse Part 2. It is available in English too. And I'll cover it separately in dedicated episodes on anatomy and biomechanics here as well. The fact is, if we don't have the appropriate fitness and strength, purely in terms of our own muscles for stability and balance, and thus body control, riding lightly and subtly will be difficult. A stable, well-developed core is absolutely irreplaceable in riding. Put differently, if we drop into our horse's back like a wet sack with every canter stride, we really can't expect the horse to lift and swing through its back, which, by the way, leads to the so-called carrying fatigue. But I'll get to that later as well. If we lag behind the movement or slip to the side, it's our horse that has to compensate, and that massively disturbs its balance and natural movement. The same applies if we hang on to the reins, something that simply must not happen, which is why rein-independent riding is the first thing I believe a beginner should learn. To be clear, of course, no rider is perfect from the beginning. But that's why there are well-trained, experienced horses that are regularly ridden by equally experienced and good riders, so people can learn without the horse suffering. So much for the obvious. For refined riding with invisible aids, something else is needed. A high degree of coordination. Meaning we must be able to address different body parts independently and in very fine detail. A little bit more pressure or less pressure with a calf or knee, a slightly crooked upper body, these already determine how our horse goes. If I am twisted in the saddle as I am here, I shouldn't be surprised when my horse becomes completely crooked as well. I only truly grasped the importance of this work on my own body many years ago in Africa. I fell off a horse, completely my fault, and fractured the first 8 thoracic vertebrae and the first 3 ribs at their vertebral attachments. After I got through the time in a brace and could use my right arm and leg normally again, or almost, I had a lot of guardian angels that day. I naturally started riding again, but it wasn't the same. Only when I began doing the doctor-prescribed exercises daily, and when a wonderful physiotherapist showed me additional routines, was I able to ride properly again. If I skip these exercises for a few days, even today, I immediately notice my aids on the horse deteriorate. I at first thought it was due to my injuries, but it wasn't. I've been fortunate to work with countless riders around the world on their seats and aids, and all of them told me, without exceptions, that these exercises, alongside the fundamentally different approach, of course, made the one big difference between normal riding and fine invisible aids and communication. So here are the exercises, and I wish you great joy in training. And I'm also very, very curious to hear whether you notice changes in your communication with your horse and your riding as well. This first exercise is mainly for coordination, but it also builds a lot of strength in your body. And this is how it goes. Left arm, left leg, right arm, right leg. We do it a little bit slower. Right arm, right leg, left arm, left leg. We can do this for 45 seconds, then take some seconds of rest and start over. You can also start with like 3 repetitions on each side. It's perfectly fine too, as long as you keep adding. This is the Pilates exercise, and you can keep your legs a little straighter than I do here. Obviously, after you did the first side, you repeat it on the other side with the other leg, and you can start with like 12 repetitions on each side. This next one is a Pilates exercise too. It's called the hundreds. It's very important that you close the gap between the distance between your last rib and your hip bone, and then you pump 100 times with your arms. This is for balance, and it's also very good for your deeper muscles. I'm using a kids balancing board here, but there are also some that are available for adults. And I do like 50 repetitions of this exercise, but you can obviously start with less. This is perfect for stretching. You lie on a roll with a 12 centimeter diameter and put your elbows on the floor, put your lower arms and back of hands on the floor and do a W and V and back. Do it for several minutes and then stretch out like this. And this next one is something you can do in your car while driving. Make the distance between your last rib and your hip bone shorter. Close that gap without rounding your back. Stay in neutral, keep your back straight, and try to kind of pull yourself towards your steering wheel only with your belly muscles. You can feel it that it's going to hurt in the upper part of your thighs as well, the dorsal side of your thighs, because you will need those muscles too. It is quite exhausting. Now I had a bumblebee in my car, so sorry for that, but I have to let it out quickly. Okay, bye-bye bumblebee. So what you do is you close this gap between your last rib and your hip bone, and you try to pull yourself towards your steering wheel. It's very cool if you like accelerate. When you do it right, you can feel that you get more stable and you don't like just fly backwards. Try it out. You will see it's of great help. When you find yourself back in the saddle, you will definitely notice the difference. In the next episode, we'll look at exercises you can develop together with your horse on the path toward refined riding. Until then, all my love to you and your horses.